down.
Hey guys, what's up? It's JackksPro here, and I'm really tired today. I was up all night hoping the world wouldn't end, but now that we have the rapture out of the way and the apocalypse, let's start about real life-changing events, stuff that could potentially end the world. So apart from natural disaster or us blowing ourselves up, the one thing we really have to worry about is the zombie apocalypse. That's what I'm going to talk about today. So in order to understand the zombie apocalypse, we first have to understand the three types of zombies. Not all of them are bad. As for the natural zombies, they're the ones that have humans and they're drained of their kind of mental capacity by some sort of magic, not necessarily demons, just some kind of witchcraft. These guys aren't that bad. You don't have to shoot them if you see them. If you guys see a pack of natural zombies running down the street, don't worry about it. They're not going to harm you. They're just going to carry on with their day. So that's kind of cool. Natural zombies, give them a thumbs up, give them a high five. The supernatural zombies, they're possessed by spirits or demons, kind of like the Exorcist, stuff like that. And these ones you have to be really careful with, because typical zombies, if you remove their head or take out their brain, they're going to die. But with these zombies, it's not true. You have to get, since they're possessed by a demon, you have to kind of get rid of that demon, I guess, I don't know how, by prayer? I don't even know how to defeat a supernatural zombie. I suggest you guys consult your local clergyman, your local church, mosque, whatever religion you practice. Go see them, and they will let you know how to get rid of the supernatural zombie types. So the other type of zombies, the third type, are the alien zombies. Now, these are the ones we all know and love, the ones in Call of Duty Black Ops, in Nazi zombies. And basically, these are reanimated humans brought back to life by some kind of alien force. Their infections spread by biting, and they feed off of human brains. Now, I'm not sure if it's actually human brains or just animal brains, but they do feed on brains, so you have to watch out for that. To kill them, you have to destroy their brain or slice off their head. There has to be a disconnection between their brain and their body, kind of like how people are, but if you can take off their arms and stuff, and it doesn't even matter. You got to get rid of the brain. They don't pump blood, so they're not going to bleed to death. You got to take out the brain, guys. So since this is the main zombie, and the one that's going to do the most damage, the one that you can kind of protect yourself against as well, that's the one we're going to talk about. So when the zombie apocalypse comes, you guys have to be prepared, and you can start today by preparing your house. Your house is going to be your safe zone. If you hear on the radio that the zombie apocalypse is happening, you're in your house, you better be ready to go. At least 5 days you want to spend in your house with the zombie apocalypse. So get ready for that. Have lots of food, have lots of water. If you are not in your home, say you're driving down the freeway and you hear on the radio that there is a zombie apocalypse, or you see the zombie apocalypse coming towards you, you want to find a big store, kind of like a Walmart, somewhere where you have all the necessities you need. You have guns, ammo, food, water, and stuff like that. If you're in Canada, I highly suggest Canadian Tire, because as well as all the building supplies and guns and ammo that you have, they also have grocery items there now, which is fantastic. Good job, Canadian Tire. You also want to find newer buildings. The newer the Walmart or Canadian Tire, the better it is, because you have to remember these zombies are coming back from the dead. So they may not know of the new Walmart that's down the street. They're going to flock to places where they know people are going to be, which will be the old Walmart that's 4 blocks away. So that'll buy you some time. Go to newer buildings. If it means a little longer drive, so be it. You'll be safe in newer buildings rather than older ones. The places you want to avoid, however, are malls, like shopping malls. You don't want to go there as the zombie apocalypse hits, because there's a lot of entrances, and typically they don't have a whole lot of resources you need to survive a long time. If you get a Walmart or a Canadian Tire with a garden center, you can start being a farmer. You can live a perfectly normal life in that Walmart. So stay away from malls, stay away from schools. They also have a lot of entrances, plus they have a lot of snotty-nosed kids, so stay away from the schools. As for barricades, people think the wooden planks is fine. That's not true, guys. Maybe for a day or two, but these zombies are going to rip those boards apart. You want to build kind of like a brick wall of some buttresses, stuff like that, and you want to fortify yourself in. Check your barricades regularly. You never know when a zombie is going to get a hold of, I don't know, a grenade or something and throw it at it and blow it up. Zombies with grenades, not a good idea. As for weapons, when the zombie apocalypse hits, everyone wants to go with the guns. They want that big M60 machine gun. And I don't know, there's advantages and disadvantages to using the guns. Some advantages that you can fight them at a distance. If they're starting to overwhelm you, you can back up pretty far and pick them off. You can get collaterals, triples, and even quads with some of the weapons. So it's definitely fun when you see a quad zombie and get your Grizz status on. Some disadvantages to the guns, though, and some you might not think about until I mention them, is that they're kind of heavy. And what if you run out of ammunition? Do you keep the gun carrying with you? That's a lot of weight to carry during the zombie apocalypse. You got to get up and go sometimes, and sometimes you got to leave that gun aside. I'm just saying, guys. Also, you have to hit brain shots all the time, and that's kind of hard. No shooting in the dick like a lot of people do on Call of Duty. You gotta go for the headshots for days. I suggest to prepare for this, go play Crisis 2. Headshots are big in that game. The other types of weapons you can use are swords or machetes. Advantages to these is that they're really lightweight and it really increases your mobility. The ability to sever their heads too, that's always great. You know they're not coming back. Boom, head's gone. That's great. Some disadvantages is that you have to get really close, obviously. You can get swarmed and then become infected yourself, which is never a good idea. You don't want to end up like a zombie. It's not the life you want to live. Also, there's risk of disease. You don't know if this zombie in their past life had HIV or AIDS or other diseases that you can acquire by transferring blood and stuff like that. So you really want to be careful with the swords and machetes. Lastly, you'd want to stay away from flamethrowers. Everyone thinks they're awesome. They look really cool, I will admit. But in terms of zombie apocalypse, they're not that good because you have to burn through the scalp and your cranium to get to the brain, to melt the brain, and it's not that effective. Finally, guys, one last tactic for the zombie apocalypse is the buddy system. You want to have at least one person that you can lean on all the time. You know he's got your back, but if he gets bit, if he gets infected, you gotta be willing to pop cap in his head. So that's my tips for the zombie apocalypse. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm JackksPro, and I'm out.